So a lot of people had asked me, how do I run a spiritual retreat? So I'm making this video just for you guys. In this video, I'm going to share with you a step-by-step of how to run a spiritual retreat for those yoga teachers, spiritual entrepreneurs, and healers. Check it out. So the first step of running a spiritual retreat is knowing your niche. So knowing that what is the gift that you have, what is your specialty, what is the special gift that you really know and expert in the area and you want to deliver to your audience. And step number two is creating a clear theme and concept. So after you knowing what you're good at, right? And then you start to creating a theme. The spiritual retreat can be, a self-love, a theme of self-love, a themes of connecting to the universe, connecting to your true purpose, life purpose, or anything that is resonate with you. Creating a theme and a clear concept is very, very important for you to start your retreat business, because when you have a clear concept of your retreat, the audience also understand what you will be delivered to them, what value, what benefit they're going to get. So number one, knowing what is your expertise, and number two, creating a clear theme and concept. Now number three is find the right location to host your retreat. So some of you might finding, or have the ideal of retreat location for your goals, for your retreat goals already. I love hosting a retreat in Thailand because this is my homeland, and I love to create a spiritual retreat here because I love to come back and connect to the culture, connect to the nature. So that is really resonate with my theme, with my concept. So finding the right location is really going to help you sell your retreat, is really going to help creating the environment when you bring your people to that location. So finding your niche, creating the clear theme or concept, and then finding the right location that will serve your audience, that will serve your teaching as well. Number four is make a retreat plan. So make a retreat plan is including all the expenses, right? All the expenses that you need to spend, the location, the venues, the retreat center, all the transportation, all the caterings, all the teaching materials. What is it that you need to spend money for? So put down in the list, do some research, contact 3 to 4 retreat centers, and then compare which one best for you, for your retreat, and then put down all the expenses you need to spend before you start to think about pricing your retreat. And number 5, after you know all the expenses, you start to pricing your retreat. I'm going to share with you another video about how can you price your retreat, and that video is going to go deeper into all the number, right? Into all the idea of how can you price it, how can you promote it. So after you know the expenses, creating the pricing, then you start to promoting your retreat. I would recommend you to start to promote your retreat about 8 to 10 months ahead of time, especially those who want to offer international retreat, because we need to help people to move money around, move the time around, take the time off from work and plan for their big trip, plan for their travel. Most of the audience, they plan their international trip like a year ahead already. So if you want to host a retreat in 2020, probably you need to aim toward the end of 2020. But if you want to host a retreat in 2021, this is actually a good time to start to get the word out so that people will get familiar of what is your offer, what you invite them to do, right? So plan the retreat, start to promote the retreat and market the retreat about 8 to 10 months ahead is the ideal that I would recommend you to do. Next is, after you start to promote your retreat, inviting people to join your retreat, then you can step back a little bit and have some time to create your itinerary. So go into the details, right? And I'm going to share with you some other video about how to create the itinerary and what do you need to do step by step as well. If you host a retreat from like 5 days or 7 days, make sure that you give people some time to rest, give people some time to spend time with themselves, write a journal, adding some more other activities besides just being so spiritual, right? It can be painting. I host a retreat in Thailand, and I take them to the place where they can get their hand dirty and doing some pottery, artwork, earthware, and watercolor painting workshop as well. Because those activities, even though we don't sit down and meditate all day or do yoga all day, but you get to connect to the quiet time in your mind, connect to the quiet space. So creating some itinerary that help serve your theme, right? Go back to the themes again. Go back to the theme is very important. The next step is show up as an expert. Be the healer, right? So many times, especially if you host a retreat for the first time, and thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. So show up as an expert is very, very important. I always tell my student that I train to host a retreat is leader, make it work. Right? People are going to ask you questions. People are going to, some people are going to complain. Some people are going to want different things in different time. But leader, make it work. This is my concept. Show up as an expert, be professional is very, very important. Hosting a retreat is something that you do like 24 hours, right? It's not just show up for the class. It's not enough. You show up 24 hours. You be there and ready for your audience 24 hours. Be the healer, right? Sometimes we're just too afraid of what other people will think of each class, each workshop or our retreat. But you guys have a gift. You guys have the hands of the healer, right? You guys have a calling. So believe in yourself, be the healer, because otherwise hosting the spiritual retreat is not going to attract to you at all, right? So that this is your calling. This is your passion. So be a healer. Show up as an expert. And the last part is ask for the feedback, guys. Ask for the feedback is showing that you are a good leader, right? Because sometimes it can be hard for even me to had to listen of like what other people will criticize of me. Sometimes we think of something negative beforehand, but in fact you don't have to. So open up for the feedback. We're just going to help you improve for your next retreat, for your next experience, and improve for your business. So I hope that will help you creating an exciting, creative, spiritual retreat. And question for the day: what will you do to create an effective spiritual retreat for yourself? Write down in the comment below or just share with us, and I would love to hear from you all. For right now, have a wonderful day.